Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, to Amara's Kitchen, and to another episode. Yeah, this period I got quite a lot of tomatoes from my garden, and I'll be showing you guys how I preserve all my tomatoes, how I make tomato paste, tomato sauce, powdered tomatoes. But this particular video, I'll be showing you guys how I make tomato sauce. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. Do not forget to subscribe. Without wasting much of your time, let's jump right into this video and get started, okay? Hi guys, so we are back. This is where we left off from the part 2 of this tomato process. Yeah, so welcome to the part 3 of this video. Yeah, if you haven't watched the previous video, the part 1 and part 2, please go ahead and check that out. So today we'll be making tomato sauce, and the first step is to wash all the tomatoes, and I'll wash them properly and I will put them on one side of the sink, okay? So here we are. After washing the tomatoes very well, I put them away so I can have space in the sink. And I also have the one that I put in a bowl right there because they couldn't fit inside one sink. So I'll go ahead and chop this up. I make sure I remove the head. I don't want anything that will be looking so dirty in the tomato sauce. So I chop them up to a little sizes so I can easily blend this up in my blender without adding any water to it. You don't want to add any water inside your tomatoes when you're making tomato sauce because you will spend so much time trying to dry the tomatoes. So try to avoid adding any water, okay? So here we are. I'm done cutting all the tomatoes. Okay, the next step is for me to clean up the sink, and I will be right back once I am done with that. So once I get my sink cleaned up, I'll be showing you guys what I'll be using for the seasoning. So here I've got a full plate of garlic and ginger. Yes, those are frozen garlic and ginger. If you haven't seen my video that I made how I preserve my garlic and ginger, feel free to check that out. I'll be putting the link up there, okay? So the other stuff I have is onions. So I have 4 purple onions and 3 yellow onions. Use any onions you have. It doesn't have to be colored in any way. It doesn't have to be a particular color of onions. So I'm just using this combination because that's all I have. That's what I have at home. So I also have some bell pepper. I'm using the 4 yellow bell pepper and the 2 red one. I wanted to get complete red pepper, like red bee pepper alone, but when I went to the store to buy them, they all have them mixed up. Yeah, they don't have like a wrap that has just the red one. They all have 2 yellow and 1 red combined, so I just have to like get it that way. So I also have the sweet pepper. Yes, I have a couple of sweet pepper in there as well. So those are all the stuff that I'll be using: red bell pepper, sweet pepper, garlic and ginger, and onions. Yeah, so the next step is to just go ahead and clean up everything, wash them and chop them up to the size that will be able to blend properly. Okay, the goal is to avoid adding any water to this tomato process because adding water will make us spend more time drying them. So here we are, everything is ready and set to go. So the next step is for me to start blending them. Yeah, this process will take a little time. So I will show you guys as much as I can while I do the rest of them off the camera. So here is the garlic and ginger. They have defrosted because they have been sitting outside in my kitchen counter while I cut the tomatoes. So I went ahead and grabbed my blender. I add the tomatoes first. Then I'll go ahead and add a little bit of the bell pepper and everything that I already introduced to you guys before. And here is my pot, my favorite pot that I can't let go. And I spray in a little bit of non-sticky cooking spray in it. Okay? Because I don't want the tomatoes to start sticking too much. The pot, when I bought the pot, it was non-sticky pot. It doesn't stick at all. But this pot has been for like how many years now? I don't know. 7 years, 8 years, maybe. I'm not sure. So the pots usually come very handy. So this is the next step. Once I am done grinding them, I put them in a filter and I filter them because I don't want any seed or the skin to be in it. So I just want it to be as smooth as possible. So if you don't mind having the seed and the skin in it, you can just keep doing this part, but I would encourage you to do this. It's very, very, beautiful and interesting. So after that, I put them in a pot and I will set them aside. Okay, then I will continue with the process. As you can see, I've gotten a full pot. Yes, my big pot is completely filled up right now. Like I said, the one that I'm removing, I usually set them aside. I dry them up until they are well dry. I can grind them and I use them to do so many stuff. Okay, they are still tomatoes, skin and the seed, they are still tomatoes. You might think that they will not have that taste of tomatoes in it, but I don't think so. It tastes good as well. So here we are. I have 2 pots full right now. They're all filled up and the other one is already boiling and this one is just starting. I just finished doing the second pot. So I'll go ahead and let it continue boiling. And this is the seed and the skin that I got. I will go ahead and parboil this for a little bit. And then I will put them in the sun or in my dehydrator until they are well dry. Okay. So let's go ahead and check on the tomatoes. It has been cooking for the past 2 hours. Yes, the tomatoes has been cooking for 2 hours now. As you can see, it has dried up tremendously. Yeah, the size has gone down so well. So it has started thickening up. The next thing I will do, I will go ahead and combine the 2 tomatoes. Now that I have a lot of space in the big pot, I'll go ahead and pour the one in the red pot inside the big one as well, so I can have all of them simmer together. So I'm adding salt and I also added a lot of vegetable oil. Yeah, I'm kind of using the cover of the pot to prevent the splashing because it's splashing so bad. I don't want it to splash all over me, so that's why I'm having the pot there. So I've gone ahead to combine the 2 tomato sauce. The one in the red pot is now in the other big pot. So as you can see, it has dried up so much that it looks very little now. Yeah, so this tomato sauce is pretty much ready to go. If you want to make your stew, you don't have to like stress on adding garlic, ginger, bell pepper, onions, all of that. Just grab 1 or 2 depending on how much tomato or how much stew you want to make. Just go ahead and add onions, add oil, and then season it up with any seasoning of your choice, and your stew will be ready in no time. Like seeing somebody make stew in less than 10 minutes. Yeah, this will help you a lot. So guys, that's it for this video. So you can put this in an airtight container and put this in your refrigerator. It can last for a very long time. So, but we'll be doing canning process, and part 4, the next part of this tomato process will be canning process. I will show you guys how you can do your canning, how you can preserve your tomatoes for up to 1 year to 2 years. So that will be part 4 of this video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. I will see you guys on my next one. Stay blessed and stay safe. Bye-bye.